Hello, and welcome to MassageTherapyRadio.com.
Welcome to MassageTherapyRadio.com. I'm Scott Dartnell, and I'm pleased to be joined today by Dr. Leena Guptha, President of the American Massage Therapy Association. Thank you for making time to be with us today, Leena. I know your schedule is very busy at the convention. Can you tell us about some of the things that are going on at the convention and some of the planning that went into this? Because it's very good. It's very well organized, and we're really enjoying ourselves being here.
Well, we have a number of things going on at convention this year. We started with pre-convention with our national board meeting, and then we have had some events. Our House of Delegates met yesterday, where representatives from all 50 states get to bring issues to the national board. We also have a number of different types of education offerings that are available to AMTA members and massage therapists. We have merged together the Council of Schools convention, so we have education sessions for instructors, school owners, and directors. We have education sessions for massage therapists in practice, both hands-on and theory, including ethics and professional standards. And we have a number of research seminars which are being offered through the Massage Therapy Foundation. So basically, whatever a person is looking for at convention and whatever part of massage therapy they're involved in, we have something to offer them for not only their continuing education, but our theme this year is all about making connections. I believe that these types of conventions are all about making connections. So the education is one mechanism through where people can meet their peers, get new ideas, and really be refreshed and renewed for the year ahead.
Now, there are so many things going on at this convention, and you just went over a few of them. Now, your term as president is 1 year. You must be going from morning to night for that 1 year for your convention for that year, and to all the meetings that you must attend and that. Can you tell us about that?
Well, one of the beauties of AMTA is we have developed a very successful structure to be able to plan well and maintain a balance in life, which is one of my great values, that I'm able to be the national president and yet also have time with my family and maintain other activities in my life. So what happens with the Convention Planning Committee is we start about 18 months ahead of schedule in terms of planning, and the incoming president at the time is involved on the Convention Planning Committee. So by the time we actually get to convention, or even 6 months before, we're very much in place with our theme, with our exhibitors, confirming the speakers. So I really think that our planning cycle is an excellent one, and a large part of that is because although the national president is president for a year, we actually consider the office of president to be a 3-year term. We have the 1 year of incoming president, where the president focuses on things like the national convention and is also able to have various opportunities to meet with the media and be able to set the tone for their presidency. Then the actual year, when you are the national president and the national spokesperson for the organization. And then the 3rd year is the immediate past president, and that role is primarily to then support and mentor the incoming president. So it's a very strong structure in that way to feel very supported as the president.
That sounds very good. Can you tell us a little bit about your background? You're an osteopath.
Yes.
And can you you're talking about balance of life and everything else, but give us a little background on yourself, Leena.
Well, my parents are from India, and I was born and raised in London. I spent most of my life there. I was also educated there in osteopathic medicine, naturopathic medicine, and a number of other complementary and alternative therapies. I moved to the States, and I became involved with AMTA through the Illinois chapter. By being a committee chair at the Illinois chapter, I then ran to be the chapter president, and during my era as chapter president, we passed licensing in the state of Illinois, which is one of the major things that AMTA advocates for, which is fair and consistent licensing in all states, is really not only what we advocate for, but our goal. So through the process of passing licensing in the state of Illinois, I came to meet the national board, and I was very invigorated by the national board themselves, their priorities, how they work, and I wanted to be part of the organization on a national level. So I ran to be the president. First of all, I was vice president for 2 years, and all of these positions are elected by the membership. And then now that takes us up to the current day, where I'm very proud to be the national president of the American Massage Therapy Association.
Dr. Gupta, what led you to run for president?
Well, I believe that strength of an organization comes from consistent messaging. And I particularly wanted to be the national president of the American Massage Therapy Association to inspire each and every massage therapist to be an ambassador for AMTA and the profession at large. So we started with ambassador training for the national board, and that has automatically taken on a life of its own. It has spread down to the chapter level, where chapter presidents are being trained to be ambassadors for AMTA, and they're training their chapter members. Because everybody advocates for AMTA through the fact that they've chosen to be with AMTA as a member. But I want to disseminate, not just for our core national volunteers to understand what we're doing, but for each and every massage therapist to know what our mission is, also our competitive advantages, and the strategic foci that we have for this year, which is professional competency and member experience. So that is what I have brought to the organization, and that is the legacy that I will leave as ambassador training continues to become stronger and consistent messaging continues to give us greater strength.
At the opening ceremonies, there were chapter directors or presidents that were receiving awards, and everybody seemed so proud. Like all the chapters seem to be growing. That it seems to be a lot of growth and a lot of excitement around the AMTA.
They are growing, and one of the things that we're very proud of is CVOP, which is a chapter volunteer orientation program. So now we've come to the stage that we can bring together all 50 chapters and their representatives and be able to disseminate the information of what we're doing, get their ideas, and then address those so that we can truly serve the wants and needs of our members on a very personal and geographical chapter level.
And it's a great way of maintaining your members and keeping, making sure that their interests are met. That's really what an organization's supposed to do.
We have also researched our loyalty, and we're very proud of our loyalty ratings within our membership. But the ambassador training is not just to align our own ambassadors of AMTA, but it is for them to be able to encourage massage therapists everywhere as to the real value of being an AMTA member.
Now, you have some interesting statistics that you wanted to go over with us today.
I wanted to share with you that of the 39 million adult Americans, 1 out of 6 receive a massage therapy session annually. And also that how massage therapy has really changed over the last 10 years in terms of its recognition and acceptance in society. There are 25 million more Americans getting a massage today than 10 years ago. And I find that a really staggering figure. And also, there are 9 million people who have discussed with their doctor massage therapy. So not only are they making the independent choice to seek out a massage therapist, but they're consulting with their primary care physician. And through doing that, it raises our level of acceptance in massage therapy.
Absolutely.
A lot of massage therapists are working in very diverse communities. Some people are employed at spas, some people work in chiropractic offices, wellness centers, but also in hospitals and medical centers. And we found that massage therapy in hospitals has increased by 30% over the last 2 years.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I really think it's a testament to what our future holds for us in terms of advancing the profession in all of these areas, but also the recognition from other healthcare professions.
Well, the association has done so many different things over the years for massage therapists. From basically getting us that term of massage therapy, moving us away from, I guess, masseuse or body worker. Can you tell us a little bit of the history of the AMTA and you know what they've, you know, these kind of groundbreaking things that the AMTA is responsible for, and really a leading organization, and some of the things for the future that you see that are going to happen with the AMTA?
Well, in terms of the history of AMTA, AMTA started in 1943. And I've been looking into the history myself. We opened convention with a review on the history, and I had shown some pictures of AMTA members making connections at the 6th annual banquet, and then how they celebrated the 50th anniversary. So it started originally from 23 people getting together to, by the 50th anniversary, thousands of AMTA members. And it's interesting because you talk about history, because as I looked into it, I came to realize through the pledge that AMTA members signed up until 1989 was all about being an ambassador for the organization, making connections and advocating to serve the professional massage therapists. So when we look at our strategic plan and our focus for the future, and we look at the history, we realize that we're actually very aligned in what our sort of forefathers wanted for the organization, which was literally to progress the profession, to be recognized, to be licensed, and to be able to practice from state to state and be able to have portability to move our practices from one place to another. So it's not only our history, it's also our future, because that's what we're really working on for our future.
When you talk about that, I think of the NCB. Can you talk a little bit about the National Certification Board for Massage Therapists?
Well, I'm not a spokesperson for the National Certification Board, so I would suggest that you interview somebody from
which we are going to do.
Okay, wonderful.
But I was really interested. It was AMTA kind of brought that about
the National Certification Board started off with a group of people who were from AMTA, and that was before I was actually in this country. And then they went off as their own organization. I was a director on the National Certification Board for 3 years, and that credential is one of the ways that people can become an AMTA member. So I would say we have a close relationship with all our stakeholders, and the National Certification Board is one of those.
Oh, it's just wonderful. The AMTA has been such a leader in developing relationships and pushing the massage therapy profession forward. And Leena, thank you so much for being with us today with MassageTherapyRadio.com. It's been a pleasure. We've really enjoyed ourselves at the convention, and we're looking forward for the rest of it.
Thank you so much, Scott.
You're welcome, Leena. And this is Scott Dartnell from MassageTherapyRadio.com.